just audition for it. It just kind of came in like any other audition. I went in for the pre-read, which is basically where it's just you and the casting directors, and the casting director is trying to get an idea of whether or not you're even in the ballpark for this role. And, at that time in my career, I actually had this kind of, it's not really a technique, but it's, I didn't really like to read the script before I auditioned for it.
Okay. We lost it.
I think it's just frozen.
Technical difficulties.
There we go. We got you back. It just froze briefly.
Everyone just stopped at the same time. So I would just try to take everything and stick it into the audition. So basically what I did is I just went in there. I just gave my first blush pass on the character. The casting director liked it, came in, read for the directors. They liked it, went forward to the screen test. Ivan Reitman was there. Everyone was there from DreamWorks. They liked it. And so then they just offered me the role. And I didn't really have to think about it. I mean, it was like a huge DreamWorks movie. I wasn't like, I'll get back to you in a couple of days. You mind if I think about it? I was just like, okay, great. My agent basically accepted on my behalf. My agent was like, great, he accepts, and we'll see you in Prague. So that's how it happened. I mean, I was just I've been an actor for hire all my career, and that's how it was with EuroTrip. I went in, I read. I think the thing that they responded to was, I kind of approached it with kind of this sort of more enthusiastic innocence. And I think everyone else kind of came into it. I mean, this is basically what the director said, is everyone else came into it, kind of basically doing like your normal kind of nerdy idiosyncratic, kind of like I'm a nerd kind of thing. And I just kind of was just stoked, and I just kind of came in there just stoked to be seeing the statue, stoked to be doing this, stoked to be doing that, and just that sort of childlike enthusiasm, I think, is what they responded to. And it just kind of felt, considering the style of the humor, I think it just sort of felt more, I don't want to say wholesome, but it didn't feel like it was quite so scathing when it was coming out of the mouth of kind of someone who just kind of was just, pumped and stoked and excited and happy. As opposed to like, I'm a nerd. So
the moral of the story is don't read ahead. Just go in there.
I think, everyone that I speak to about that is always like, what are you doing? But, for me, it worked. For me, it was, I got a bunch of, when you go into an audition, they usually, and it's kind of on you to do the best you can with those three scenes. So I think if I had read the entire script, I might have come in with kind of a more of a nerdy kind of energy. I didn't know he was supposed to be a nerd, to be perfectly honest with you. Like the scenes where he was explicitly described as being nerdy or whatever weren't in the sides. It was just what I got from the sides was just a kid that was stoked to be in Europe. So I definitely wouldn't recommend that for all actors. Definitely read the script, I guess, but it worked for me.